Hello guys, in today's video, as you are aware already that we are going to see how can you troubleshoot RDP issues in Azure VM. Please note that we are going to troubleshoot VM created using the resource manager deployment model only, not the VM which was created from the earlier deployment model or the legacy deployment model. And we will use Azure portal to troubleshoot. So let's start. So after logging into the Azure portal, I will click on virtual machine. I have already created a Windows virtual machine. You can see that. So I will click on the virtual machine. Then I will start the troubleshooting, which is having the RDP issue. Suppose this virtual machine, this Windows virtual machine, is having RDP issues. This is Windows Server 2016 Data Center Edition. This is the flavor of operating system we have. So first step is we will reset the RDP connection. If remote connections are disabled or Windows firewall rules are blocking the RDP, then we will reset the RDP connection. So what we will do is we will go to support plus troubleshooting, then we will go to reset password. Then what we will do, we'll select reset configuration only. We'll select this option and update. Click on update. So you can see that there is a message resetting RDP configuration for virtual machine. Then the virtual machine name. This is resetting the RDP configuration. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. Now it successfully reset RDP configuration. So after these steps, try to access the virtual machine from RDP. So you need to inform your user that try to access the virtual machine with RDP after this step. Suppose after these steps also user is not able to access the virtual machine, then we will follow the second step. Second step is we will verify the VM console logs. How you can view the VM console log is under the support plus troubleshooting, we need to select boot diagnostics. And see that the screenshot already selected. This is the screenshot of the virtual machine. Suppose if we have already configured the boot diagnostics enabled for this VM, then we will see the screenshot of the boot diagnostics. So in this VM we have not enabled the boot diagnostic, that's why we are not able to see that. But I have already created a separate video on how to enable the boot diagnostics on VM. I will put the link in the description. So for this video RDP troubleshooting, we will click on serial log. So this is the serial log. So what we can do is we can click on download serial log and we can investigate what is the issue. So this is also called console log. So we can download this console log and we can verify the console log for additional information why the RDP is not working. So this is the second step. So now after the second step, if we are able to resolve the issue by reviewing the console log, then it is fine. You can ask the user that to access the virtual machine through RDP. Suppose after this step also user is not able to access the virtual machine through RDP, then we will follow the third step. Third step is what? Third step is resetting the network interface for Azure VM. So what we will do? What we will do is we will select the virtual machine and we will click on networking under settings. Then we'll click on network interface. This is the network interface BLR200318. We click on that network interface. Network interface blade will be opened. Then we'll click on IP configurations under settings. Then you can see that the IP config is there, IPv4. This is the private IP address. So we'll click on this IP address. Then we'll be seeing the IP config. This is the IP address blade will be opened. So what we will do, assignment is already selected as dynamic. What we will do, we will select static. Then we'll put the IP address in the same subnet. Give one IP address in the same subnet from your network team. You can get the IP address, static IP address. Then click on save. This is the third step. After that, try to access the virtual machine through RDP. You have to ask your user to access the virtual machine through RDP. If suppose after this step also user is not able to access the virtual machine through RDP, then we have to follow the fourth step. Fourth step is checking the VM resource health. So what we will do, we will select the virtual machine. We'll go to virtual machine. Then we'll go to support plus troubleshooting. Below that, we will be getting resource health. We'll click on that resource health. Then we'll see that there is a message available. It's a green tick, and there are not any known Azure platform problems affecting this virtual machine. So by this message we can understand that there is no problem from the Azure environment side. From the Microsoft Azure point of view, there is no problem. So this is the fourth step that we can check before proceeding to the fifth step. So after this also, if user is not able to access the virtual machine through RDP, we will proceed to the fifth step. Fifth step is resetting the password of the local administrator. So what we will do, we will go to reset password blade under support plus troubleshooting. We'll click on reset password. Then here what we will do, already by default reset password option will be selected. What we will do, we will click on username and put our username as azadmin. Then the password, I will put a new password. Password is matched. Then what I will do, I will click on update. Then what it does is it's starting password reset for virtual machine. So it's actually resetting the local administrator password now. So we'll wait for a couple of minutes. Now it successfully reset the password. Password is successfully reset for local administrator account. So after these steps, we will ask the user to try to RDP the virtual machine. Suppose after this step also user is not able to access the virtual machine, then we will go to the sixth step. Sixth step will be restarting the virtual machine. So why we will do resetting of the virtual machine is, this is for correcting any underlying issues with the virtual machine. So from where we can reset the virtual machine is, we will select the virtual machine, and from the overview pane, we can click on restart. What it will do, it will restart the virtual machine. This is the 6 steps that we can follow. Suppose after these steps also user is not able to RDP the virtual machine, then what we will do? We will follow the seventh step. What is the seventh step is? Seventh step is redeploying the virtual machine. How do we redeploy the virtual machine? We will go to support plus troubleshooting. Under that blade we will be seeing the redeploy plus reapply blade. So here we will see that redeploy and reapply. We will select the, we will click on redeploy. This option only will select. What it does is, this redeploy the virtual machine, what it will do is, it will redeploy the virtual machine in another host within the Azure. Suppose if any underlying issue is there or network issue is there, by selecting this option we can resolve those issues. So here it will say that try redeploying your virtual machine, which will migrate it to a new Azure host. If you continue, the virtual machine will be restarted and you will lose any data on the temporary drive. While the redeployment is in progress, the virtual machine will be unavailable. So we can see that after the redeploying finishes, ephemeral disk data is lost. And what it does also is, suppose if you have the dynamic IP address is enabled, then that IP also gets updated. So this is the seventh step. After this redeploy, we need to ask the user to try to RDP the VM. If after that also user is not able to RDP the VM, then we can check the final option, that is we have to check the on-premise firewall or the computer firewall, where we have to check that it should allow the TCP 3389 outbound traffic to Azure. That port should be allowed for RDP connection. That is the final checks that we can do. So this is the troubleshooting steps that we can do as a cloud support engineer for your day-to-day activity, day-to-day job. This issue will be coming and we have to resolve this issue by following these steps. This is few of the steps that I have shown in this video. I will show you more and more steps to resolve RDP related issues that we find on day-to-day basis, on daily basis for Azure VM from the customer or from the client side that we get. So I hope this video is useful and you will definitely like this video and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video.